This video is about the mini T10 Smart project update. If you have seen the other videos, I basically played around building small sketches based on some requirements I had written down for this project. I visited the following items like map function to understand how to calibrate a joystick and get full performance with DC motors. Creating my own functions to run small programs based on conditions. Buttons and how to keep values and use them for different cases. Using the L298N dual H-bridge motor driver and applying different ways to control DC motors using pulse width modulation. A microcontroller, the Arduino Nano, understanding a 2-axis joystick, a potentiometer, push button and LEDs, if statement, digital write, analog read, batteries and wirings, and the RNF24L01+. The requirements. Tank chassis platform. I went for a first level entry chassis of good quality. A platform would be best so I can expand or modify easily. I went on the net and found the mini T10 Smart tank car chassis. It's quite solid. The tracks are made of plastic though, but they seem okay so far. The first idea for a second robot was to build a remote control tank, simple but with multiple functions. I built different sketches first and then made them work wirelessly. I kept 4 of the best versions I've built so far. Version 1 is simply using the joystick and pulse width modulation. The speed is adjusted with the joystick position. The further you push on the joystick, the faster the motors rotate. Like, let's say, going left or right, one motor would spin counterclockwise while the other spins clockwise. Version 2 is also the same concept, using pulse width modulation, but the sketch is different and result seems to be better in my opinion. Version 3 is a bit different this time. I added a potentiometer that controls the speed. The joystick is only to control the direction. Version 4 I've built to help with the calibration of both motors. Since I don't have encoders on the motors, the robot is unable to stay on the perfect direction. So I built a sketch that would include 2 potentiometers to calibrate the speed of the motors independently. The results are quite good. It makes some very cool turn when going, let's say, forward and lowering to a stop one side of the track and then bring the speed back up for a perfect turn. The fun part about robotic, and especially Arduinos, is that you can practically do anything you want. In my situation, I had different sketches, and I had to open the controller and the tank each time to upload different sketches. I decided to build a special edition. In this version, I've built the remote control that worked for all 4 sketches. On the other side, the tank as well contains the 4 sketches. I've learned about buttons and building my own functions, so I went and built a feature that will allow to switch between 4 modes with the click of a button. The controller sketch is simply to capture and send values to the robot. On the controller, I added a joystick, a switch, 2 potentiometers, a LED, and a push button. The way it worked is that each time I click on the button, it captures the value from 1 to 4, each representing a sketch. The LED blinks the number of times representing the sketch number. This is to help you know which sketch I'm setting up. Knowing how to capture values from a push button and using a counter, I can toggle easily between cases. The robot received the information from the controller, and based on the mode sent from the controller, it will run a special function representing each sketch, 1 to 4. I've set a limit on the counter so it doesn't go over 4, and it reset to mode 1 by default. The ATmega 328P does come with memory limitations, so I'll probably keep things as is for now. But to be honest, I've been thinking about adding lights to the robot. I think I might go with individually addressable LED strip which seems to be the easiest for me since I'm running 12 volts on the robot. I think that'll be all for now for this robot once the lights are in place. Well, I guess this is it for now until I figure out the lights. Oh, one last thing is that you can see everything fits in the box, which can be easily removed from the chassis. I think it's a good idea, so I could leave everything in the box and remove it easily. The box could easily be applied to other platforms or projects if needed. Maybe a better tank chassis, who knows. These are the boxes. They're 3 by 6 by 2 inches. You can get them on the Amazon. Smaller version. Arduino's fits perfectly in there. There's the product code. The next one are like another model. I love these PVC boxes. They're great for builds. These ones are great to store your Arduino, and they have openings so you can stack if you need. Works perfect for builds and not waterproof, but just to fit your Arduino and make it more secure. I'm just gonna show first mode. So on first mode by default, so it blinked once, so that's with pulse width modulation. It has some good control. You can see the bot doesn't go straight. Second mode blinks twice, same thing again, but it seems smoother. I don't know if it's me, but I like that version of the sketch. It runs really smooth. I have better control actually. Number 3, mode number 3. 1, 2, 3. So now I can use the pot, so I'll put full throttle. And then just bring it down, not too low because the motor won't be powerful enough. It's not that, you can see it's slow enough. So it's a constant slow speed. So it's good like that. I love it. You can see the robot going a bit right. It doesn't go straight. So let's see number 4, mode number 4. So that's 2 potentiometers. So I can control both motor. I'll put both full speed. You can see it's not going straight, so I'll try to lower down 1. It's hard to adjust. I mean, I'm not used to it, so I'm just playing around here. So here I managed to adjust it. Took me a while, but I guess it's gonna be different each time, but here I got it pretty good. You can see it's going straight if I can get it. Perfect. You see, I try to go aim for that little cone or whatever you call that. Seems to be better. So that's at low speed. I could do the same for high speed. So that takes care of that issue, not being able to go straight because I don't have encoders. Back to mode 1 and off. I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, there'll be one more or many other updates on this robot number 2 so far I've built. Can't wait to get those lights, those LED strips. Seems pretty cool. So that's it for now.